require Supreme Court to have an approval by the membership in general by conducting referendum in order to avoid legal action later on. Please answer.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's why we are calling for a public bidding. And then after the public bidding, our MCOs would have to conduct, it's their right, to actually be the final say on whether they're going to approve the private sector participation or not. Because they own the covenant.
So, without that decision, at least by the simple majority of the membership in general, you will not have joint venture with Chocolate.
Definitely.
Please answer.
Your Honor, thank you for the question. We respect the rights of the MCOs. That's the reason why we're here. If they eventually decide that they don't need us, then wala po kami magagawa. Karapatan po nila yan. Kaya ang aming pong pahayag ay magkaroon ng public bidding para maintindihan nila ng mga MCOs ano ang kanilang pwedeng pagpilian. At makapag-desisyon sila para sa kanilang sarili alin ang pinakamagandang desisyon, pinakamagandang choice para sa kanila. At the end of the day, the future of the cooperative and the decision-making rests upon the shoulders of the MCOs themselves.
So the answer is yes. That will be subject to referendum before the MCOs. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's all. Okay, Honorable Divino.
Yes, kindly recognize the Honorable Banyas.
Honorable Cesar Banyas, you're recognized.
Thank you, Your Honor. Una sa lahat, i-issue na by now, I'm very sure for private provision. Kasi hindi na dapat po ang unang ayusin ay ang gusto sa mga nangyayari sa mapanagot ang mga nasabotahe sa sanhi ng pagkalungi ng operasyon. Subalit, napagwag, marahil. Ako'y nagpapasalamat sa inyo na minarapat nyo na humarap sa amin. Kahit na kayo ay hindi napili ng Board of Directors para sa joint venture agreement. Ang inyong pagharap ay makakatulong dagdag sa aming mga MCOs na matukoy kung ano ang pinaglalaban o tinatrabaho ng mga Board of Directors. Kung ito ba ay naaayos sa pagprotekta sa bawat interes ng MCO o sadyang kanilang pansariling interes lamang ang kanilang inuuna. Ang inyong pagharap din po ay makakatulong sa amin ng mga MCO sa pagdidesisyon sa kaliman kung magkaroon ng referendum. Ang aking katanungan po, ako'y nagpapasalamat sa ating butihing kasama ko na si Councilor Rick Atinito kasi nagkakaroon po kami ng napakagandang dialogo sa Facebook. Ngunit ako'y nalilito na po sa isang mensahe na kanyang kailagay at ito'y akibat sa aking pagkakalong. Kasi dito ay nagsabi niya na yung sinabi mo na TOR, pinag-aralan na yan ng DWG bago sa present sa BOD. Kaya nga tinanggap nila ang TOR ng Tinay at reject ang sabiran ko. Babalik po ako sa aking katanungan. Bilang abogado ko, alin po dapat ang mauna? Ang pagpresenta ng proposal o ang pagbigay ng terms of agreement ng DOT? I mean, terms of reference ng DOT.
Question is whether or not it comes first, the submission of the proposal or that of the term of reference. Please answer.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for the question, Councilor. As I said, we have not lost a battle and we never lose a war. Because there's a fight going on, and we are fighting. Because we believe that the decision of the board is contrary to law, to fairness, transparency, and the legal requirement that there must be a public bidding. Dun po sa question ni Councilor, in the rules of the public bidding and competitive selection, dapat po nauuna muna ang TOR. Kasi paano kung magbibid sa isang bagay na hindi mo alam? So doon po sa lahat po, Pamilya po ang lahat ng ating kasama dito. Republic Act 91-84 sa Government Procurement Act. The process of bidding. Nauna muna po ang invitation to bid. Nauna muna yan ang terms of reference, na bid documents na kailangan mong bilhin upang ikaw na bidder ay makapaggawa ng bid na naayon doon sa hinihiling ng ahensya na English Times Supoteco. Hindi po napagbigyan ng Meralco. We were never, ito po, mismong NEA, nagtatakda, NEA Resolution number 88, series of 2002, paragraph 5, it states there, all contracts resulting in the participation of private sector in the electric cooperative must be awarded through competitive bidding. Wala pong bidding na nangyari. Bakit po dinidisqualify ang Meralco? Ang sulat nga po namin, hindi pa sinasagot. Nung nag-presenta po kami sa board, ang sabi po sa amin, this is only for discussion purposes. It's never a bid. There is no competitive selection. How can our MCOs choose if they are not given the chance to even see the choices that they're going to make?
Yeah, I think that the answer is good enough. What is the nature of your proposal? Is that unsolicited proposal? You filed last June.
Actually, ito lang po yun. It's a proposal structuring the way, it's a letter structuring our proposal and how it's going to be kasi it's a corporation of ano. But that's still subject to due diligence and inspection of the assets of Socoteco 2. And during the board meeting,
In short, it is not an unsolicited proposal.
yes, it's just
Neither it is a solicited proposal.
we requested the board to come up with a competitive selection.
Because prior to, if there is a competitive bidding, the precedent should be that there must be a solicited proposal.
Yes.
The suggestion must emanate from the Socoteco to
Yes.
am I right? Am I right?
Yes, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Honorable Valias, proceed.
Salamat po, Sir. Alam mo, the way it is, parang may kailangan with us somehow. Ang tanong ko po, may natanggap po ba kayo na kinuha?
Meron po ba kayong notice?
Wala po. Umaasa nga po sana kami na yung aming sulat man lang ay sagutin. Hindi po sila.
Thank you. Dan?
Actually, recognize the Honorable Paguno.
Honorable Beth Pagunok, you're recognized. For Honorable Beth Pagunok, may proceed to query, to ask queries. I'd like to Honorable Jonathan Ricardo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. At this very juncture, I temporarily release the chair of the presiding officer. Honorable Elizabeth Balulong, will recognize. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Sir Florino. You know what? Listening to the discussion, the past how many sessions until now, and I don't know until when you'll keep on discussing about the fate of Socoteco. Marami na ang nagsasawa, sabi nila, bakit yan na lang ba ang problema natin, ang dami pa natin hinaharap na crisis. But we cannot let go of this. We don't really be enlightened of what is the truth behind all of these issues, Mr. President. Ngayon, ang tanong ko kay Attorney Casanova, met him earlier on. Ang sabi ko po, you are in the event that you will win the war kahit ang ceasefire hindi gumana. I'm referring to what is happening in the Middle East. Just to lighten up the mood. You are proposing for the conversion of Socoteco 2, which is non-stock and non-profit, into a stock corporation, right? And being a stock corporation would mean this is a profit-oriented corporation, right? Am I right on that?
Yes, you can answer now with the query of Honorable Mr. Pagod. You are recognized from the council, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for the question. The public interest actually prevails over profit. Unang-una po sa amin, kahit po sa Meralco kami, ang interest po muna ng consumidores ang aming tinitingnan. That's why our mandate is always to provide the least cost as much possible po. Interest po namin na pababain ang halaga ng kuryente upang ang ating mga kababayan ay magkaroon ng magandang kabuhayan.
Mr. President.
Consequential na lang po yung profit.
There's another
Mr.
follow-up.
Yeah, ang tanong ko lang naman po ay napakasimple. Ang stock corporation ay profit-oriented, period. Okay? Now, sinasabi ninyo na ang consumers protection ang inyong pinahalagaan. I just heard in the past how many days, pero sa Manila, nagtaas ng power rate.
Can you answer?
So here you are saying, in the midst of all these crises, mataas na yun ang power rate. Kaya pag ibig sabihin mo na pinahahala namin nyo ang right ninyo consumers?
You can answer that, attorney. I need your clarity.
Thank you, Your Honor. Tulad po na nasabi ko, hindi po nagtataas ang kailangan po ng DSMA kasi yung pinagkama ng DRC. Yan lang po ang pinagkagat ng kailangan ko. Kaya po tumataas ang ating kuryente ay dahil sa pagtaas ng generation rate.
Ganun po yun, taas pa rin. Alam niyo po, ang maraming mga negosyo, ang napapatong sa presyo ng kuryente po. Ganun lang talaga yung patong, pass on. Kaya ang mga consumers, pass-on ang nangyayari. Mula sa sources ng power, ay patong na yun, NGCP, patong na yun, transport, patong na yun, pag sa Socotel, patong na yun. Plus, kung sino man ang mananalo dito sa nag-propose ng mga private investors, meron din siyempre yung patong niya, Mr. President, kasi negosyo nga eh. Yan ang mangyayari dyan. Kaya lang what is making me amazed of what is happening now is the fact na pagandahan sila ng proposal. Yun ang ating nakikita. Medyo yung una nag-propose, sorry na lang, kasi syempre, mas pagandahin yung kanilang proposal by the next who will propose. Ganun naman talaga eh. Kaya we will expect, meron pang mag-propose next session, mas lalong maganda yun. That is how it is to propose, to make the proposal very enticing to be approved. Anyway, ano naman talaga ang reality ng buhay, Mr. Chairman. So, ang clear lang po dito, what would be the process? Would Meralco employ in converting Socotel into a stock corporation? Meron ba proseso kayong susundin? Because what we are trying to project is the fact that the consumer members and Socotel will be retained and will not be sold.
Okay, that's sort of the question is clarity. You can answer to that, Attorney Rodriguez.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is a legal process na paglalaanan po. That's under Section 57 of the Imperial Law and also Intergovernmental Reform Act, which gives the cooperative the right to convert into a stock corporation. So, that we have to go through a referendum again because it's going to be the decision of the NCOs po. So what we're proposing for the interest of transparency and for the best interest of the MCOs and under the law, magkaroon po ng competitive bidding. Nasabi nga po kanina, magandahan ng proposal. So, dyan po, kung magkakaroon ng competitive bidding, we could really see the best And that will be done, that choice will be done very objectively and very transparently. Alam po ng lahat ng taong bayan kung bakit yan ang pinakamagandang proposal. Para pag nagkaroon ng referendum, madali po nilang maaayunan o kaya ay matatanggihan yung proposal.
Last question, Mr. President.
More, no? That is the beauty of fairness, no? So that the proponent will be healed so that you know the proponent. You are recognized, follow-up, Honorable Councilor Magola.
I sympathize with the voice of
Okay.
Attorney Casanova here. And naubos na sa kaka-explain. And I suppose hindi na yan dito sa Sangguniang Panglusod na nagamit ang boses niya in so many venues. Now, you said that it will be the consumer members through a referendum will have the final say in all of this. Pero nagtataka po ako sa inyo, sir, if you don't mind, yung proposal ninyo na nireject ng board of directors at pinonfor naman ng NEA, did you make any remedial measures or exhaust all the possible means of questioning NEA? Not only the board of directors, have you done that? Have you exhausted your rights to be heard?
The Honorable Councilor Bagono, I clarify that you have taken action in the decisions of the board as well as the media. Can you answer that, Attorney?
Thank you, and thank you for the question. We will definitely take legal action because, Your Honor, I just received the rejection letter Friday night, 8 o'clock in the evening. And I just came in last Friday lang
Good
po.
Friday to you.
Hindi ko yung last Friday po. April
That
10.
is April,
April 10.
April
April 10 po, ngayon ay April
14.
14 lang. So, dumaan po sa Managlingo, wala po trabaho yan. But definitely, we will take legal action to question the legality of the actions taken by the board and by the NEA. Because the law is very clear. There must be a competitive bidding for any participation that is under NEA Resolution number 88, Series 2002, supported by the IPIRA law and even the NEA Reform Act, RA 10531. Kailangan po may transparent o competitive bidding. Dito po sa proseso ito, wala. Hindi po kami nabigyan ng terms of reference. Hindi po kami man lang nasabihan na meron palang terms of reference. Even the existence of a term of reference, we were never informed. We kept on writing. We kept on writing. We kept on calling. We were left in the dark. So I think we are fighting not for Meralco. We are fighting for the rights of every MCO here to have a choice. Kung hindi po kami pilit, okay lang. But we are fighting for the right of every MCO of Socoteco to have a choice. And that choice must be made in a transparent and fair and objective competitive public meeting.
Thank you so much, Attorney, for that clarity. No?
Okay,
Since it's,
Mr. Chairman, hiling pa ako ng isa.
Okay, one more.
Shut out my mouth. Yes.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Attorney, about the equity infusion, do you have a figure to present? Just like the other applicant who made categorically mention about the figure that they will infuse to Socoteco.
Can you answer that? Any figure infusion with your end, Attorney?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yun nga po ang problema. Hindi pa lang kami nabigyan ng mga data na kailangan namin mapag-aralan. Sapagkat bilang responsable negosyo mo, kailangan din naman namin malaman ano ba ang pangangailangan ng Socoteco 2. We asked for that. We wrote formally, we presented, but we were never given the chance. So paano po namin malalaman? But one thing is certain for Meralco. The best and the biggest capital infusion that Socoteco will need we will provide. Kasi yan po ang nire-require ng ating MCOs. Kailangan mapaganda ang kuryente. Kung magkano po kailangan yan, gagawin po namin. Because Meralco itself spends billions, 20 billions, 30 billions, and now 50 billion capital expenditure to make our consumers happy.
Thank you so much. I think the Honorable Bagonok is satisfied with. At this juncture, the chair would like to relinquish my chair to Honorable Elizabeth Bagonok as a presiding chair so that I could participate on the inquiries. Thank you so much.